JP Morgan is one of the most successful banks globally, and their leadership has been a staple for decades. But how will they fare in 2022? Good day to all of you, and welcome to Altcoin Capital. For today's video, I want to talk about what's going on with JP Morgan, one of the largest and leading banks in the world. If you're interested and want more information, we have videos about investing, cryptocurrency, finance, and money-related things. Check out our YouTube channel for more of these videos. Make sure you leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Before we proceed, I would like to make a disclaimer. We are not registered financial advisors. We are a group of investors who have experience in the real-world market and the growing cryptocurrency market. We make these videos to help those who seek knowledge and share our opinions about the economy and the world of money. Now let's jump back to today's topic. How does JP Morgan continue to deliver and be one of the leading banks in 2022? Everyone knows they're one of the few banks left standing after all these years. But there's more to it than meets the eye. We're talking about how JP Morgan has always been a leader in innovation for decades and is now leading the way into 2022 as well. For those who don't know the JP Morgan Company, here is an overview of its history. JP Morgan, or John Pierpont Morgan, was from Hartford, Connecticut, born into a wealthy family. He followed his father's footsteps into the banking business. In 1871, Anthony Drexel, a Philadelphia banker, founded Drexel, Morgan & Company with JP Morgan as his junior partner. It was reorganized in 1895 as JP Morgan & Company and became one of the most powerful banks in the world. From its early days, this company proved to be innovative and continuously found ways around the economy's crash. JP Morgan & Company helped in several economic depressions. In the Panic of 1893, there were gold drains from the US Treasury. With his connections in European banks, he organized a private sale of government bonds to European buyers, which replenished the nation's gold supply and restored public confidence. In the Panic of 1907, there was no central bank to fall back on. JP Morgan led other leading financiers in Wall Street, wherein they rescued banks and New York City from financial ruin. The US government learned a lot from this economic depression, and it paved the way for building the foundation of the Federal Reserve Act and Federal Reserve Bank. In the year 2000, the Chase Manhattan Bank was looking for a way to strengthen its investment banking business and was looking to merge with a US bank. Chase Manhattan and JP Morgan Company agreed to a merger where it formed JP Morgan Chase & Company. This merger made it the third largest bank in America, with total assets of $660 billion. In 2004, it merged with the bank OneCorp, making it the second largest bank in the US with $1.1 billion in total assets. In the global financial crisis in 2008, JP Morgan Chase helped stabilize the markets where they acquired Bear Stearns Companies Inc., a failing investment firm, and Washington Mutual, a failing savings and loan company. Since then, it has become the first and leading US bank, worth almost $3.7 trillion in total assets. They have a hand in just about everything, including investment banking, commercial banking, asset management, and even trading. The COVID-19 pandemic happened, an unexpected variable not just for these banks, but for every individual worldwide. During these times, JP Morgan Chase raised capital and provided customers and businesses of all sizes with credit totaling $2.3 trillion, which helped them meet payrolls and support operations. In 2020, they delayed payments and refunded customers' fees totaling over 2 million accounts. In the same year, they approved a generous amount of $45 billion in new credit for their clients impacted by COVID-19. with more than $6 billion to hospitals and healthcare companies. 400,000 small businesses were provided through a public-private partnership program with $40 billion and $865 billion in credit for corporations. These amounts are massive, but helped pave the way for its customers, no matter how big or small, to strive through the COVID-19 recession. It resulted in positive feedback from their customers. We can use JP Morgan Chase's 2022 Business Outlook as a reference for this. JP Morgan Chase's Business Outlook is an annual and mid-year survey that provides a general outlook on challenges and opportunities that mid-sized companies in the US may face for the coming year. The 2022 Business Outlook was an online survey completed in November 2021 by 1,602 respondents. This data was compared to the survey collected in the year 2021, which provided better visualization of the executives of these mid-sized companies' thoughts and ideas for their year 2022. According to the survey, the mid-sized business leaders are less optimistic than they were over the summer, but there is much more positive feedback than a year ago. The reason for their optimism is that they can bring out their creativity and flex their entrepreneurial abilities. There were a lot of setbacks and losses through the pandemic, but as time passed, many of these leaders innovated and made ways to continue their businesses. On the other hand, the negative effects cannot be neglected, and the survey showed the current struggles these businesses need to conquer throughout 2022. The biggest challenge they are facing is the worker shortage. Many of the COVID-19 survivors still have problems going back to work because of the effects of the virus after they were treated. Most of the survivors have a lingering problem in the functions of their sense organs. Some have internal problems in the brain, and it is a neglected topic. Lack of manpower means more time spent for the employees, and more work means more stress. It is also a struggle for the businesses to hire and retain talented employees, and more resources are spent for trainees to cover the vacant positions. Another struggle they are facing is a clogged supply chain. This problem is just one of the problems noticed by the business leaders that didn't affect them before. Their solution to this problem was to diversify the supply chains and continually search for a more strategic approach to sourcing and stocking goods. The result was an increase of mid-sized US companies having operations in other countries just to find suppliers. The supply chain is more of a problem for them right now than the tariffs or trade barriers. With optimism and solutions for these mid-sized companies, they are now valuable customers and opportunities for banks such as JP Morgan Chase. These companies say that they need more funds for growth, thus resorting to a line of credit from banks, which is the preferred financing option for 59% of the companies. However, the modes of payment also changed, with half of the businesses surveyed using online pay and cashless payment. Digital payment is now the most viable way of performing transactions between customers and companies. March 2022, just this month, JP Morgan Chase announced that it has an acquisition agreement with Global Shares, a leading cloud-based provider that designs and develops equity compensation software for management solutions for companies and their employees. By acquiring Global Shares, JP Morgan Chase now has a new addition to its portfolio of digital solutions. With digital transactions taking over, this will be a tremendous increase of services they can offer to their clients. JP Morgan Chase also lent money to Tiger Global Management and even brought in more banks to help shoulder the demands. Tiger Global Management is a tenure capital firm that focuses on lending money to startups, which is a risky way of investing. These new companies, supported by Tiger Global Management, bring new ways of doing business, but the possibilities are uncertain. As for JP Morgan Chase, the debt of Tiger Global Management will be used as working capital for the years to come. JP Morgan has also been making moves to take over China. In 2022, they plan on becoming the largest bank in China. They've been doing this by investing in Chinese companies and helping them to list on the stock exchange. Even if there is a confrontation between US and China, they will still continue to invest. They consider themselves a small business within China that helps Chinese companies do international business and bring international clients into China. They have a very active banking operation in Hong Kong, despite the imposed strict rules within China, and JP Morgan Chase can participate in the Chinese equity capital markets. These are just some of the ways that JP Morgan has been increasing their control over global economy. I'm sure they have other plans that we don't even know about yet. But one thing's for sure, JP Morgan is a force to be reckoned with, and they are only going to become more powerful in the years to come. I hope this gives you a better understanding of JP Morgan and how they continuously strive to be the best in the world and provide opportunities, no matter how big or small of a company it is. Share us your thoughts about JP Morgan Chase & Company. Leave a comment below if you want more videos like this. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you'll know when we upload new videos. Until next time!